All right, everyone, let's get into it. Let's go.
CBG News, CBG News. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Just allow me a moment, everyone. I'll be in just a moment. Hi, everyone. Hey, Trisha. Y'all, it feels like I haven't been on here in forever. Oh my God. I feel like I haven't been on here in forever, but it's just been 3 days. I've been missing y'all. I just took a little break. Sometimes, guys, I need to reset, and sometimes I just don't like. I ain't going live tonight. That's how I feel, but thank you guys for all you guys that have sent me information. A lot of the stuff I had already. I haven't. Child, it felt like forever. Like I was like, dang, I ain't been live in a minute. But I do want to let you guys know we are back for a few days. I am going to try to do live Monday through Friday this week, and try to use Saturday and Sunday to regroup. I'm gonna try my best to get everything knocked out the way so we can be live at 7 o'clock. Um, um, but uh, come cut that down. Cut it down. Hold on just a minute. Every time I swear y'all, it's been peaceful. Okay, yeah, it just became cold. Like it's been hot, what, since last week? Oh my God, yesterday was a beautiful day. Yesterday was a awesome day where the Saturday and Sunday was a great day to just sit outside and just chill out and look outside, and chill outside. A lot of us don't do that, but I will sit outside sometimes and enjoy the weather. How about you, Trisha? How was the how's the weather in your area? I do want to say this, guys, and let me be clear. I want you guys to pray for the people in Ukraine, guys. Hey, Tisha, how you doing, boo? How you doing? Um, y'all continue to pray for the people of Ukraine. What they're going through, guys, is such a tragedy to any people in a country. They shouldn't have to go through that, and y'all continue to pray for them. They are fighting for their right to have free speech, to live in a free democracy, and not be um, closed in to a dictator. So If y'all see my eye right here, what this eye right here twitching, excuse it, child. I don't know what's going on. Um, is it like it's supposed to be like in the 50s and 60s this week, but it's supposed to rain a lot. Hey Angie, how are you? It's supposed to rain a lot, but it's been warm. It's rain today, so that what made it cold. But child, I'm trying to keep this heat off. I can't be paying all these bills. Gas high, natural gas is high, and light bill high. My light bill is ridiculous, but I'm gonna pay it Wednesday. Um, but I hope everybody had a good weekend. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. Guys, we're gonna talk on tonight, guys. I do want to give you guys an update on a few things. And then we're gonna get into some of this content. Shout out to everyone that I'm not gonna say a specific name. Shout out to everybody that sent me some information about different topics. Guys, I have so much. I'm still getting stuff that I need to cover, but I ain't gonna be able to cover it all this week. So if y'all see me stuff from last week to next week, y'all know I got content. As long as I'm getting stuff, I'll be able to talk about it. And the more stuff that happened, we're gonna talk about it. Right, and that is true. I was watching on CNN that they weren't allowing Africans to get on the train. I'm like, now why y'all can't? You know what you need to do. Go do what you're supposed to do. But yeah, I seen that, and then like President Zelensky, everybody got a crush on him now. I don't understand why, but but these people are really fighting for their freedom, and it's wrong to deny anybody the opportunity to leave the country. It is wrong, um, and I do want to say this. I do, what I'm saying? I'll pay the extra gas price. I really wish Biden would. Um, I wish Biden would not buy any gas from Russia. Period. Just cut off all the gas, any kind of anything with Russia. Just cut it off at the head, because that's the only way you'll send a message. Even though it may cause a war, he may try to release bombs on us, but trust me, the America is equipped, very equipped. A nuclear bomb and stuff like that, bomb. We have things like that in certain places, from what I was reading, that can shoot those down. So, you know, I just really feel like Biden shouldn't um, buy oil from Russia. Um, if Netflix and all of them are not doing any business, what's wrong with us not getting any oil from them? We're only getting 3%, so we're not even getting a lot. So I don't even understand why he's even buying oil. We're only getting 3% from Russia. Let's do all American made, like he said on his thing. Let's do all American made products. Okay, well then we need to do our oil in America. That's all I'm gonna say. Well, guys, I do want to give you guys an update before we move on to Breonna Taylor. We're gonna move on to that. Um, we're gonna move on to Breonna Taylor. Uh, wow. Um, so let's move on to Breonna Taylor. Um, the former Louisville cop that was charged for shooting to the neighbor's home for it was like some little charge. Yeah, it says here It was not related to Breonna's death, but it had connections to the shooting. Brett Hankinson's was acquitted, guys, on Thursday of the of all three counts of felony wanton endangerment in a raid that killed Breonna Taylor. Um, he was the only officer that was charged in the connection with the March 2020 shooting, but it wasn't like I stated in relation to Breonna's death. Um, he was tried because he fired a bullets through Taylor's window and sliding glass doors that went into a neighboring apartment where three people were present. Throughout the trial, the defense argued that Hankinson was defending his fellow law enforcement officers. And it says here that including one that had been shot during the incident. It says here Breonna's mother and sister was in attendance for the reading of the verdict, but there's no audible reaction. Um, so he has been found not guilty, and it says here that Breonna's family did reportedly settle for $12 million for a wrongful death suit. So that's a Breonna Taylor update, a George Floyd update as well, guys. You guys know that the three men that were the three additional officers. I know this for a fact that those all three officers were found not guilty. Um, they were all found not guilty. Found guilty. Um, for Yep, it says here they were all found guilty on federal civil rights charges for their role in George Floyd's death and for their failure to intervene in a meaningful way. Um, they will be charged. Their sentencing on the federal charges is next. Then their state trial. So we will look closely into that. Um, so we may not get justice for Breonna, but we're gonna definitely get justice for George Floyd. Even though we know that what happened to Breonna Taylor was not was not okay. Like what happened to her, you know, they went into the no knock warrant and they just went into a house and went to the wrong house. Then arrested her boyfriend. It's ridiculous. So anyway, guys, I want to give you guys a few updates on that. And then now the next thing we're going to talk about, guys. Okay, I want you guys to, I'm gonna say this. It's some lot of disrespectful things that people can do to you that you can feel that you that I can figure on the level of disgusting and disrespectful. In your opinion, right now, guys, I want you to put in the chat. What's the number one thing that someone could do to someone that is a high level of disrespect? And I'm gonna talk about this story in just a second, and about this man in just a second. Um, what he did, I feel like, is on the top of just plain old disrespect. You can't even get beyond that. Um, then I'm gonna show the video. Hold on just a second. Okay. Okay, guys. So this is Frank Abraka. Um, he is a 37-year-old man that was busted last Monday. Um, This gonna. This is to me. This is so disrespectful. Um, at his homeless shelter in connection to the attack where he smashed a bag of his own feces. Yeah, you heard it right. His own boo boo, his own shit. Um, in another person's face. Upon his arrest, he made light of the attack. Uh huh. He's and quipping to cops, shit happens. Ha ha ha. This is a shitty situation. Ha ha. When he appeared before the judge, what you do? What you do? What? Give it here. Now how that break out? Unless you was hanging on it. Were you just hanging on it and messing with it? Go somewhere and sit down. You gonna get in trouble. You gonna get a whooping. Hold on just a second. Um, I feel I'm not done with this situation, but I feel as though that is the most disrespectful thing you can do to somebody. It says here that he had 22 prior unsealed arrests dating back to 1999 and dozens and according to authorities. So this man, yeah, he's still alive, child. He is still alive. But I tell you one thing, that's to me that's the most disrespect. And I'm gonna show the video in a minute. That's the most disrespectful thing you could ever do to somebody is to put feces in that's the most highest disrespect ever. That's above spitting in somebody's face. That's totally above that. Um, that is above spitting in someone's face. Hold on just a minute. Guys, I'm sorry, y'all. This seems like as soon as I get like go live, the kids want to cut up, and I have to just put my foot down right quick. But anyway, um, that is the highest level. I'm gonna be honest of disrespect. That's on top of like I was stating, of spitting you're spitting in somebody's face. That's just as disrespectful, in my opinion. Um, right, his mugshot would have looked totally different. As You said a 2-piece and a pepper. Tell him, Trisha, child. You gonna hit him dead in the look, you gonna give him a left and a right, child. Beat him with something. Then he made light of the situation like it was not nothing. Disrespectful to the judge. Like seriously. Let's see. Oh, that's Tasha K. Now, hold on, y'all. Let me find the rest of it. But yeah, like you have to be a disrespectful person to do some mess like that. Like that's the most nastiest thing that you could ever do. That's disgusting. To put your then it was in the woman's eye and probably in the woman's nose. Y'all about to see this video, child. Oh my God. Like, I know that a lot of people don't want to see it, but you know, it comes along with the story. But honey, like you got to be a sicko. You have to be a sicko in order for you to sit up here and do something that disrespectful to somebody. That's disrespectful. Now I don't care where you from or what you doing. If you do that to somebody and then you're homeless, and I said he probably, in my opinion, he could be doing that just so he could go to jail, so he don't have to be on the streets. But you don't put shit in nobody's face now. Then he getting out of jail, child. They letting him back out of jail. I'm just, hold on, y'all. Yeah, here you go the video right here, Lord. Let's get it. Oh, Lord. Yeah, he's already out for this crime. So y'all, we about to watch this video, child. We about to watch it. I don't own the rights to this, guys, but we're gonna play it
on video, and since its release earlier this week, has triggered both bewilderment and outrage among law enforcement and elected officials. The clip shows 37-year-old Frank Abrokwa smearing his own feces into a woman's face last week as she sat minding her business on a Bronx subway platform.
That's an horrific experience for anyone to go through.
That was New York City Mayor Eric Adams speaking Monday before Abrokwa was arrested, criminally charged, and held briefly in custody late Tuesday. When he cursed out a Bronx judge, we say briefly because even though law enforcement officials tell Pix 11 Abrokwa has some 44 criminal convictions, he was allowed to leave Bronx criminal court Tuesday night because he has no open felonies on his record. But Brooklyn prosecutors were waiting to pick up Abrokwa at the Bronx courthouse and transported him back to Brooklyn, where he was arraigned on a hate crime charge for threatening a Jewish man last year.
Jeez.
In Brooklyn, Frank Abrokwa was
once again issued supervised release. He got a problem, y'all.
Out of the court Wednesday afternoon with an obligation to check in with the court at a later date. His current whereabouts, unknown.
This is an example of the system failing everybody. I believe that this person needs to spend some time with some serious self-reflection in prison.
Long Island Republican Congressman Lee Zeldin condemns the system which allowed Abrokwa to walk out of court, but he warns every case has its own circumstances, especially when evaluating the effects of cashless bail.
Mayor Eric Adams is advocating for judges to have discretion to weigh dangerousness when choosing to set bail. I agree with Mayor Adams. I believe they should also be able to consider flight risk, past criminal record, seriousness of the offense when deciding what the appropriate amount of bail is. So I think it's important when we look at these issues not to paint all offenses with one broad brush because every case, in many respects, is different than every other case.
The chair of the MTA also not happy with the developments of this case, saying, quote, "I'm not a criminal justice expert, but I don't understand how someone who commits this kind of assault, which was violent, horribly victimizing a transit rider, can just walk free even when he has 4 other open cases against him, including 2 other transit assaults and a hate crime charge. It defies common sense."
It does.
We are live in the Bronx tonight.
CB.
He getting out of jail, child. They let him back out of jail. Hold on, y'all. I'm just. Y'all, this is ridiculous. Like, I don't understand why they are allowing him to go get out of jail just because, like, they picked him. The reason why he got picked, he went to jail the other time was because he threatened a Jewish man. Obviously, he don't like the American people. I'm just going. Exactly. He don't like the American. He obviously don't like us American people. He may need to go back to where he originally is from because he don't like to live in America doing all this. And he don't like Jewish. He don't like black people. Jeez. He might need to go back to where he came from if he's gonna be acting like that. Now, come on. And then it says here, then we're gonna move on to another subject. It says here, guys, that he went back to the scene. He returns to the scene of the incident where he smeared poop in this woman's face. I don't even understand. Yeah, it says here that he's back on the street despite charges of smearing a woman with his feces. It says here he posted multiple bizarre Facebook videos detailing his Thursday plans to play a little basketball and steer clear of women in the city. He said, "I'm gonna shoot some hoops, just work on me." Said that he make sure that no female ever thinks I'm effing with them on a relationship type thing. The species should keep every female in their right mind away from me. Honey, I don't think no female will want you if you're gonna smear some boo-boo in their face. I'm just gonna say that. He got to be something because ain't no way you gonna smear boo-boo in somebody's face, child. I don't think there's no somebody let every woman know that I don't want them. Yeah, ain't no woman gonna want you. You gonna do something like that to them. And that woman was sitting there minding her own business. She wasn't trying to be in no relationship with you. If every woman, so you thinking every time you pass by a woman that she wants you, child, please, you're homeless. What can your homeless ass do for anybody? Y'all ain't nothing up in that cup. But what can your homeless behind do for anyone? What can your homeless behind do for anyone, child? Nothing. You can barely afford to feed you. So another mouth you could not afford. And then you got arrested at the homeless shelter. So hell, what woman would want you? Probably another homeless woman, but that's about it. So unless somebody might feel sad for your child, and probably want a man and take you in and try to clean you up. But I'll be nervous because you smear shit on my face, baby. I'm sorry, man. It's gonna be a whole out of body. It's gonna be a whole out of body experience for me. It's gonna be a whole out of body experience for me. Do you hear me? It's gonna be a whole out of body experience for me. Yes. Yes, honey. Very. But anyway, guys, we got to talk about this because I had seen this and it was sent to me as well. It's about this lady that's been charged for faking her own damn kidnapping. Let me pull her up. She done, Lord, I don't know what made her do it. I don't know what made her do it, but this lady, we're gonna pull her up in just a second. She pulled off a stunt of the century, the Spunky people GoFundMe and everything, and oh my god. So let's look here. Her name is Sherry Papini. She's been charged with lying to police about her kidnapping. She was kidnapped back in 2016, and I'm gonna get her picture up, and then we're gonna talk about it. I don't even understand why she would. I don't know. Jesus, like, hold on, y'all. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me find her. I got to find her. Hold on, child. She's a California woman. Let me pull her picture up. Just as crazy as hell. I definitely want to say that she's crazy. And we're gonna talk about how she lied to police about her death and about how she was kidnapped and all that. Let me just get everything up here. We gonna talk about it. Hold on, y'all. Y'all gotta be cracking up, y'all. Y'all must know it's been a minute since we went live. I say we because we know we always cutting up and talking about different stuff. So this is the perfect time, y'all. Like I really, child. No, she didn't. Child, she don't look like none of her old pictures, child. But I'm gonna pull her up because she was big like me when she disappeared. We're gonna pull a picture up of her recently, child. This is her. Her name is Sherry Papini or whatever. Papini, whatever her name. Her name is Sherry, child. That's all I'm gonna say. So let's read into this. It says here that a woman who disappeared for several weeks in 2016 then told investigators when she found that she had been kidnapped is now facing charges because her entire story was made up. It says here, Sherry was found on Thanksgiving in 2016 after weeks of searching in California with bindings on her body and injuries. Papini had previous been reported missing November 2nd when she was found. Papini told police she had been kidnapped at gunpoint by two Hispanic women offering extensive details. Police say their investigation determined that this Sherry made up the entire thing up. That she stayed with a former boyfriend. Lord, I'm gonna get this. I got the before picture. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find her before picture. It says here, that she stayed with a former boyfriend in Costa Mesa during the period she was missing and had harmed herself to make her story seem convincing. Says here she was married at the time of her disappearance. The U.S. Attorney Philip Tabor said in a statement, when a young mother went missing in broad daylight, a community was filled with fear and concern. Countless hours were spent following these, all in an effort to bring this woman back to her family. Ultimately, the investigation revealed there was no kidnapping in that time, and resources that could have been used to investigate actual crime, protect the community, and provide resources to victims were wasted based on the defendant's conduct. It says here that Sherry was charged with making false statements to law enforcement and mail fraud. Says here she was given more than $30,000 by the California Victims Compensation Board as a result of her false story, and is facing mail fraud charges stemming from those payments, which was meant to pay for therapy and medical care. Her family states that, we love Sherry and we are appalled by the way in which law enforcement ambushed her this afternoon in a dramatic and unnecessary manner in front of her kids. Sherry and Keith have cooperated with law enforcement requests despite repeated attempts to unnecessarily put them against each other, entered threats to publicly embarrass them, and other content that was less than professional. We are confused by several aspects of the charges and hope to get clarification in some days. Says here the family says, Keith Papini, this is the man you see, is her husband. So, child, let me see this woman before picture. Let me get that up on the screen. Now, guys, while I'm researching, guys, I'm gonna let you guys listen to, like, it was a story that a news reporter did on them. It was a story that a news reporter did on him. This man sitting up here fake crying on TV and everything, child, back in 2016. And we're gonna pull it up, and this helpful. No, this is her before picture. She still look good. This is somebody else. Hey, Nancy. Nah, she wasn't bigger than me. I'm sorry. I got the wrong person. Huh? No, go to bed until I get through. I might have been wrong, y'all. Let's look and see here. I'm wrong, y'all. I take it back. Y'all know I'll take something back in a minute. Let's listen in. This is an old article about her missing. This is her.
Joining us, I'm Jerry O'Lynn, and tonight we are hearing from the husband of a missing Shasta County woman. 34-year-old Sherry Papini's disappearance is considered suspicious, and family believe she was abducted. Papini was last seen on a walk or jog in a pink jogging jacket on Wednesday. Her husband found her telephone near Old Oregon Trail in Sunrise, near their house in Mountain Gate, north of Redding, after she did not come home and their children were not picked up from daycare. No one has seen or heard from her since then. KRCR News Channel 7's Christina Davies spoke with the husband, and Christina joins us now.
Jerry, good evening. It's been a rough few days for the Papini family. The husband tells me minutes feel like they're lasting forever.
I'm coming, honey. I'm trying. I'm doing everything I can. And I love you.
Keith Papini came home last Wednesday, and his wife, Sherry Papini, was nowhere to be found.
In normal days, I would open the door and my family comes, runs, and gives me a hug.
But there were no welcoming hugs. So he searched in the house and their property, but learned the children were still at daycare. He found Sherry's phone down the street.
That's when I knew she had been, in my opinion, taken or abducted.
Now, days later, family, friends, the community, and law enforcement are still looking for Sherry.
It's the worst thing in the world.
He crying.
It's the worst thing ever.
Time going by slowly, and their children don't know their mother is missing.
It's hard waiting. You're waiting for a phone call. You're waiting for something to tell us, this is the direction, or this is the house, or this is the car. And that is very difficult right now.
But Keith is determined to find her.
If she was listening, I wanted to say that we're trying, and we're trying the best we can, and I'm so sorry that I'm not there.
The family believes she was abducted and has this message.
Bring her home. Bring her home. Just bring her home. Bring her home safe. There's a $50,000 reward. Bring her home.
Keith says he is extremely grateful for the outpouring of support he is getting from the community. Christina Davies, KRCR News, Channel 7.
Child, let me drop the tea. Y'all see the GoFundMe page, right? They raised under
I'm up at 4:45. So are some of the kids.
$23,000. They let me pull her back up on the screen so y'all guys know who I'm referring to. She had over $23,000 in GoFundMe that was entered. Now let's talk about her and her husband. Now let me drop the tea on y'all. So it says here that Sherry and her husband used the $49,000 in GoFundMe donations to pay off credit cards. He probably was going along with it or something. Something ain't right with this. So it says here, Sherry and her husband spent $49,000 raised on GoFundMe page to bring her home to pay off their personal credit cards and contribute to their personal expenses. Federal prosecutors claim that Penny complained about not being able to eat the jail food. So she high maintenance child. She can't eat the jail food. Well, you shouldn't have got your ass. You shouldn't have been lying. That's all I can tell you, because this is It says here that she's 39 years old, was arrested on Thursday night on suspicion of staging her 2016 kidnapping. Says here that says it was a case that gripped America, a healthy young mother vanishing after going out for a run near her suburban home in Redding, California. She reappeared battered and bruised 3 weeks later. But that's sad when you done set up here and bruise your own self. Something ain't right. You bruise your own self, Sherry. It says here she reappeared, by two Hispanic women who played annoying Mexican music during her captivity and fed her tortillas. Lord. Sherry came up with a story, child. Y'all can tell me that Sherry didn't come. She said they play horrible Mexican music. And they fed her tortillas. This woman here. And they fell for that okie doke crap. They ain't finna feed child. Did they let her go? Oh, Lord. Yes, they beyond me, child. She didn't tell us they fed her tortillas. They tripped me out. In 2020, investigators who stayed on the case found familiar DNA. Y'all excuse me. Matches to the sample taken from Sherry clothes that was in captivity in 2016. The DNA matched her ex. She matched her ex-boyfriend. who later told FBI agents that Sherry spent the entire time at his apartment in Southern California after convincing him to drive 7 hours and pick her up to save her from her abusive husband. Y'all hear that, right? No, Hispanics. Oh Lord. It says here it says here she is now in Sacramento County Jail, where her attorney says she cannot eat. Says here during a Zoom court appearance yesterday, on Friday, said that Sherry had only been able to eat an apple slice. She was taken into custody in front of her kids at her home on Thursday. He said the mother, who weighs 100 pounds and 5 feet tall, has food allergies, which prevent her from being able to eat anything else. She's just trying to get out of jail. Hell. Yeah. So y'all, she got a $49,000 that was raised in GoFundMe money, and it says here that Sherry returned home and paid off her personal credit card and put it towards expenses. It says here that her husband Keith used $8,000 of the GoFundMe money, paying off his personal credit cards. But they let her out, child. The judge let her out because she can't eat. Child bless her. She ate 14 little beans, refried, child. The refried beans, child. A mess. A mess. Now let's go ahead and finish up this live. Okay, so the next thing is, guys, we got to talk about yeah, we all know why she's free, because she's hungry. She claims she got food allergies, but we know that's a lie. We know that's all a lie. So, guys, we got something else. And thank you, Angie, for giving me this. I didn't want to give no personal names out, but child, the next case is a whole trip too, because of the simple fact that I can't believe this woman did this to the water. Got the water department that got cut off because the water department that got cut off. Us black people, man, I'm telling you. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna let's let me just get the so y'all, it's in Pritchered. Her name is Nia Bradley. Is the godfather of a former counselor, Big Hat Morris, allegedly. That could be interesting. Plus, okay, let's see what they say. It's so much that I found on this. Let me just pull this up. It's this lady. She worked for the water department. And basically she used the water department credit card. Okay, she done made it out on bond now. Okay, hold on just a second. Let me pull her picture up. Dang, man. She was, oh my God, y'all. Some of the pictures I got to pull up on him, child. Like this lady, man, she was racking it up. Gucci, Prada, y'all, all from the water department. She was a water department board member. Hold on. This is her right here. Okay, so her name is Nia Bradley. And what she did, guys, hold on. She was hold on. Hold on, y'all. I gotta gather this together for child. Hold on, y'all. She been defunded. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, so it says here that former Pritchered Water Board member manager Nia Bradley has been booked into Mobile Metro Jail on theft charges. This happened February the 23rd. The arrest comes one day after the FBI and local agencies raided the water board's office. Bradley is accused of using the water board credit card on Gucci, Louis Vuitton. Look, y'all, I got the bank accounts transactions. Do you hear me? I done found them. Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Victoria's Secret, lavish hotels, and airfare. In total, authorities are investigating $4 million in spending. $4 million, child. She got these people for $4 million. So y'all, let's watch this video here. Look at all, and then I'm gonna look at the picture. Let me see if it'll let me share another screen. I'm gonna have to stop screen, y'all. I got to show y'all this. She went to jail, child. She definitely went to jail. But we got to watch this video. Check this out. Oh yeah, her husband went to jail with her because he had something to do with it.
In court, the state's comment and reliance on this "we have proved to a grand jury" is mere rhetoric. It's used as an insurance to bolster a lopsided indictment. Comments such as this have no place in an actual court of law, where it is 12 individuals who unanimously decide the outcome of this case based on this highest level of burden of proof, which is beyond a reasonable doubt. Statements that have been used by the Kern County District Attorney in her press conference tend to invoke a tidal wave of emotion towards finding guilt, whether substantiated or not, and this will taint a local jury pool and could deny our clients a chance at a fair trial. It's odd that the office held their press conference, made a series of comments which both mis- and disinformed the public, then the following day came and requested a gag order to stop the defense from having an ability to make similar comments. This action is disingenuous, but may also cause change for a change of venue in the future. This is an election year. In this case, is serving as a compass to guide the DA to her path of re-election. However, it is now when the misleads in theater end and the constitutional protections begin. The safeguards of the accused and the fight to preserve those for Trezell and Jacqueline West begin now. And I thank you.
Y'all, I ain't never seen nothing
Buenas
like it.
tardes
Let me,
a todos. Gracias por acompañarnos a nuestra conferencia de prensa conjunta. Primeramente, me gustaría comenzar.
Let me show y'all all the stuff that she got. Look what them pictures at. Okay, this is Miss Nia. She was the former operations manager in Pritchered Water. She had Gucci, Louis, Prada. She did, baby. Look at that. Baby. Louis Vuitton. Child. That woman was living a lavish life. Do you hear me? And they didn't catch it till now. So it says here, Assistant District Attorney Clay Rosie argued that Nia Bradley is a sophisticated rock fraudster with the intellectual wherewithal to evade prosecution. Rosie said that Bradley is the first person in the state charged on the new statute of aggravated theft by deception. Rosie also revealed that Bradley received EBT cards. Oh, Lord. Ooh, Jesus. She done got EBT cards at the same time. She was drawing six-figure public salary and spending more than $200,000 on personal expenses on her company credit cards. So this was on her company credit card that she was spending money, child. She was getting Louis, Gucci, and Prada on the company, child. On the company dime, not hers only. Now, y'all know how us black people do. So they have released her spending expenses, guys, and I have that. I have found that, and it's crazy. I would never think that you would do something. A lady would put her life on the line like that, but let me show y'all. Um, her spending expenses. Hold on, y'all. So they had to do an audit. So y'all, if y'all can see it, this is her. Child, this was back in 2020. This was back in 2020. I'm talking about, man. She got contact lenses, Victoria's Secret, Premier Driving Academy. Y'all see all this? What this was back in 2020 itself. Can y'all see this? Louis Vuitton, $2,000, $2,350 on Louis Vuitton, child. What this say? Then she went to GameStop. This was last year. Spent $800 on Cordetta. Gucci store returns. She got some money back from the Gucci store. Oh my God. And her personal expenses that year was $68,880.91. She went to school. She was funding somebody's school. And then, hold on. Let's see. This is in Mardi Gras. She spun Toomey's Mardi Gras in Mobile, Alabama, and Gulfport, Mississippi. She came all the way to Mississippi and spun about $2,000. That woman didn't mind by spending no money. Look at this. They were back in 2019. $7,000 for a whole trip to the Florida. I know her whole family was Jesus. Y'all see these credit card transactions. She rented a car. This back from 2019. This lady's been really Neil Bradley, Delta Air. She the only one that's spending it on stuff that's unnecessary. On hotels and Ubers. Hold on, did they eat at the old lady game? I know, like, yes, she did. Look, she even ate at the old lady gang in Atlanta. Y'all see that? Child. Child, she out of jail, but she showed spent some money like it ain't no, like it was water. Mm. She was using everybody's card, unlimited auto. What? Check for $12,000. $248,000. Randy Burden. Child. That woman didn't give no FUCK. None of it. These people in the comments talking about that light water bills and stuff like that was going up. And that's the reason why. The water folks was water gonna get cut off. And that's because she was spending up all the money. Y'all, you better be careful on the things you do. That's why I try to, with like everybody was getting the PPP loan and stuff like that. I kind of regret not getting it because ain't nobody paid nothing back. But then I realized, like, if the government shows that, hey, may come to you. How did she get caught? What it was I think the watering place was getting cut off, and they had to do a federal investigation. And they looked into their the feds came and did an investigation, looked in their books. They got to keep a books, and so when they kept the books, they saw that she was spending money from the credit cards that didn't supposed to be doing that. So that's how she got caught. And then her husband went to jail too. Let's see. Let me if I can ever get it up. Let's see how her husband went to jail. It says Anthony Bradley, husband of the Pritchered Water and Sewer Board manager Neil Bradley, he was released out on bond on on Wednesday. He was arrested. He was previously arrested on February 25th and charged with receiving stolen property in the first degree. His bond was set at $200,000. On February the 2nd, 7 reports were released that showed questionable credit card charges through the company that totals $3,998,215.36. His wife was then taken into custody, and they raided their home on February the 25th, and then Anthony was taken into custody. So both of them are out on bond. They sit there and y'all black folks, y'all know y'all can't be doing this stupid stuff. This is stupid. So she just basically, I'm surprised they didn't get her for embezzlement. All right, Angie, I'm about to get out of here too. I just want to do an hour of y'all time, and then I'm going to go get these kids ready for bed. But y'all, this is beyond crazy. for people to do these things as such. Honey, she got Louis, Gucci, and Prada, and left out the and she left out of jail with some Louis Vuitton glasses on that she probably bought with the city money. Ain't that something? That's the gag, honey. That's the gag of it all. Like, she's still wearing these people's stuff. She's still wearing these people's stuff. So, well, anyway, y'all. Tomorrow we'll be. I don't think she got any wigs, child. I didn't see any wigs or anything like that. But, child, I guess she wasn't worried about a wig. She was worried about a bag, honey. She got the bag, honey. She was worried about getting the bag. She was worried about that. That's the shade of it all, honey. She didn't care. And, you know, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't think she's gonna get away with it. They're gonna charge her ass. They're gonna make sure she goes to jail. They're gonna make sure she goes to jail. And I mean, with gasoline draws on, she going to jail. For sure. So she better get ready. For sure. Y'all, tomorrow we are going to be live at 7 p.m. sharp. Or 7:05. Y'all know how I do it. I'll never be on time. But I don't know what I don't know what possessed that woman to get $3 million from the city, but she won't have to pay all that back in restitution. Oh, I hate it. They might get about 3-4 years in court, be in jail, but they ain't gonna get too many years in jail, but they're gonna have to pay all that money back. Them bankrupt the whole entire city, child. Taking these people money, threatening to cut off their light bill, knowing they don't pay it. It's people like that. It's people like that, for real. But, child, I make sure I pay with a card. And I make sure my receipt, I get a receipt. And once I pay when I pay my light bill tomorrow, I'm going to ask for a receipt, child. I need to see my receipt. Make sure I got my money. You ain't going to play with me like that. Let me get my receipt. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, guys. I'm out until next time, guys. Make sure you on your way out. Make sure you hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, we welcome you here. Press the subscribe button. If you want to be a member, all you have to do is press the membership button. It's too late. She ain't got no receipts. She got the receipts, honey. She ain't got no receipts. Interesting. You better take that stuff back. Child, she better put it on buy, sell, and trade. She better take it on buy, sell. I bet you, honey, she can do a yard sale. If they give it back, I'll do a yard sale. Trying to sell all that. Trust me, I'll give me a Louis Vuitton, babe. Surely would, a Coach too. I'll be like, girl, how much do you want for $100 to help you pay back? The same ones that complain about that in the water bill, know they'll be in line trying to buy that Louis Vuitton and that Louis Vuitton and that Coach and all that right there and that Gucci and Prada, they'll be in line doing the yard sale trying to buy that stuff back. So anyway, that's it for tonight, y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all have a good night. Woo.